Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I'm AmandaMuse. I'm going to be sharing with you my trip to Mexico, but just to give you a little bit more understanding, this is actually part 2 of a 2-part series where I go to Mexico flying standby to see my sister while she's on her honeymoon. Check the eye if you want to catch the first video where I get ready for Mexico, I pack, I share my concerns about whether or not I'll actually get on the flight because I fly standby thanks to my husband being a pilot. So check that one out. This is me at the airport. By some miracle, I get on the plane. So praise be. Like, I don't know how that happened, but I did. And we are going with it. I get to Mexico and I hit the ground running. Let's do it. Back from dinner, it is 8:30. That was a long dinner, actually. I am so tired right now. I have pajamas on the bed. It was a super fun day of swimming and margaritas by the pool and just like hanging out with my sister. It was honestly a little bit like almost, I'm like overstimulated because I can't believe I actually got here. And then I just like went straight into activities and being social. It was super fun. But what I thought I would do is just show you my outfit. So these are slippers, but I have these little flat, the flat sandals I was showing you. And then this is the Aritzia navy blue silk dress. And I just, you know what, I couldn't be bothered to bring like appropriate bra for summer, just who cares. This is a Ralph Lauren vintage thrifted shirt, tied in a little bow, and then I was wearing this like that, and we're good. So that is my evening attire. I am going to get ready for bed and I'm gonna crawl in. I am almost too tired to share any more information because I think I'm gonna pass right out, which is great because tomorrow morning I'm meeting up downstairs about 6:30 in the lobby. I think that's what my sister said. Anyway, I'm gonna get up at like about 6, have everything ready, and we're going to an adventure. It's an outing. I thought we were gonna be going on a catamaran, but it just didn't work out because it ends up being like a 10-hour day, which is like a really big day. So in any case, tomorrow we're doing an activity and then we'll be back on the resort and it'll be super fun. I don't care, honestly. I'm just happy to be here. Well, I am up before the sun today and I'm going on an excursion. So we're heading to some place called like the Senses. Not entirely sure, but it should be fun. So what my sister was telling me, that this part over here is part of a resort that they basically purchased the property and the resort has gone, you know, it's no longer in use type of thing, and you can kind of see some of the old buildings over there too. Kind of wild that it's just like left up like that. This trip has been very lovely so far. Very, very nice. The weather, warmer than it was in Dominican, which actually is really nice. It's a little chilly sometimes to go into the pool, so I didn't spend as much time in the pool in the DR. Last night was especially nice. Oh my goodness. So my sister and I went to this hibachi restaurant at another resort. I think it was Barcelo Riviera, I'm pretty sure. It's the one that has the mall in it, which is like all of the activities. And they put on a great, so that was delicious. Oh, I love me some fried vegetables, and they had beautiful fish. It was really, really nice. And then after that, we went to watch the show that was being put on at that resort. So because I'm at this resort, like the Barcelo adults only version, which is like one of the nicer ones, or like the nicest one, you can then access all the other ones. Anyway, so went to, sorry, I got distracted. I haven't had coffee in like 2 days, bear with me. So anyways, we saw this Broadway show. It was so good. I probably have already showed you clips. If not, I'm gonna show you now. The singing was really good. And I knew a lot of the songs, so I was trying not to sing. I got a little I don't know if it's like fatigue or overuse of speaking, or the humidity and the travel. I got something going on. Do I want to use the word cold? No, I don't. It's 8:08 and I'm supposed to be meeting my sister downstairs for breakfast for 8:30. I think we're just gonna embrace whatever is happening with this hair. I think that's the plan. Put some sunglasses in it, you know. All right, so this is my outfit for today, which is Wednesday. So, flowy shirt, little sports top kind of thing from Aerie, shorts from Aerie last summer, and my Tevas, because I might go walking on the beach. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and then sunglasses. Check, from Venice in a little gift shop. Freaking love these sunglasses. And this is, what's it called? An Aritzia dupe. I'm gonna love it. From Amazon. I'll link it in my Amazon shop. Are we ready? Let's go. Just back in the room after a beautiful final day in Mexico. Well, I should say first part of the day, because we do have dinner plans. I don't know what's going on here. Spent the day by the pool. We did a full excursion. I made them walk on the beach, and then we tested each pool and made our way back to our chairs. It's been a big group of us, actually. My sister and all of her gang. I'm the only her side of the family representative, but there's 14 people here, which is pretty epic. It's been a wonderful stay, and I'm so glad that I could make this happen. And for those of you with children, maybe even having a partner who works shift work or away like Dean does, it is no joke to make this happen. I have 2 people on standby. My dad is one, my babysitter is another, and it's just it's a lot, to have to plan, and also just some of the stress of coming. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get on the flight. But I purchased the room knowing that I might lose it completely, all my money on it. And I was like, it's worth it if I can get there. And I did. And honestly, I don't even know, because it is busy season. It's spring break. Like, the gratitude I feel for the planets and stars aligning to allow me to be here is beyond. It's just one of those things that's in my memory, seared forever. Like, I'm so glad I was here. Also just really loved it. Like, can this lifestyle be part of my personality at this point? Because I'm here for it. It's 6 o'clock. I'm about to hop into the jacuzzi. Can we just have a moment for this, just a moment for this bikini? Like, I'm so impressed with my body and this bikini. But about to hop into the hot tub. It's got jacuzzis. It's pretty epic. Quickly pack up. I'm pretty much packed. Just make sure all is good to go for tomorrow. And then we're gonna go have a nice dinner, make our way back to our rooms, and then we're checking out tomorrow. My shuttle arrives at 9 a.m. I did do the private transfer, which was amazing. A little expensive with this resort, but you know what? Such is life. It's great, like, honestly. So private shuttle, get to the airport. I'm already checked in. I have no luggage to check, like, easy peasy. And that's that. So 10 out of 10 vacation. I'm so glad I came here. I know I'll say it again. I'm so glad. It's my last night in Mexico. It's so beautiful. Just enjoying the palm trees, the sound of the ocean, and one last dinner. And then hopefully I make it home. We'll see. That's your husband over there squeaking. By some miracle, I got from Cancun and I flew into Montreal. My goal was actually to get into Toronto, but because I have access to the loads and I could see what the flights were looking like, the Toronto one was not looking great. We had just had a pretty epic snowstorm in Ontario, and it was messing everything up, as it does. So if you can imagine, like, just to really oversimplify it, you have, let's say, a flight that carries, let's say, 500 passengers, because there's some really big jets out there. So 500 passengers, their flight's been canceled, but all of these people still need to get, let's say, from Montreal to Toronto. So now, if the airline doesn't necessarily, like, take a jet, like an empty jet, and, like, replace it, which sometimes they do, now you've got 500 people trickling through all these different flights to try to get them out of Montreal. And that is what happened. And that is the beginning of the chaos of my tale of not getting out of Montreal. Well, the adventure continues. I am stuck in Montreal, which is totally fine. It is far better than being stuck in Mexico. So I got myself a hotel room, and I'll take you with me, just waiting for the free shuttle. Well, I just saw that they have a sauna and a pool and a hot tub. Let's make the most of this layover. What is even happening? I have literal horns. Anyway, I've got 2 hours to kill. Let's go for a swim. I know I look really damn tired, because I am. Definitely feeling tired, but you know what? This was very refreshing. I'm really glad I booked this hotel. Had a nice sleep, watched a show, just, like, relaxed, you know? Cold pool, hot pool thing, and I'm pretty hopeful about today. I think I'll get home. So my flight's at 2, and we'll just see how it goes. Now, it so happened that I was looking at the loads of trying to get out of Montreal and fly back into Toronto, like, there was nothing, because the Thursday flight delays and the Wednesday flight delays were still, like, the airlines are still trying to catch up and get everybody out of the city. So, like, every time a standby, you know, when you look at your list, it'll tell you, like, you are number 4 on standby, or 10. I was like number 38, number 50 on standby. I'm thinking, oh shit, like, I'm not getting out of Montreal. So would you believe that my mom and stepdad drove from Ottawa to Montreal airport, so like a 2-hour drive, to come and get me, to then bring me back to their house so I could try to fly out of Ottawa to get to Toronto the next day. So Friday was a bust. My mom came to get me. Actually, it was so lovely. Just an unexpected visit. We had a great visit. Just me, my mom, my stepdad, their new puppy. I took 0 video because honestly, I was so tired. Had a fabulous sleep. You know, you're like not in a hotel. I wasn't by myself anymore. So that was really great. And then they took me to the airport on Saturday about midday. I should have gone earlier, like I should have, because as the day went on, all of a sudden the standby started to get chaos again. This story is like quite lengthy, but the point is one of the gate agents was like, do you just want to get to Toronto? I'm like, yeah, man. And he's like, you know what? Just go on to a Toronto City Center flight. Like, it'll take you downtown to Toronto, Billy Bishop Airport, and then you just make your way back to Pearson. And I was like, you know what? I can handle it. I can take an Uber, or I called my dad. So my dad came to rescue me, and I just have to say that probably the funniest part about this return adventure coming home is that as a child of divorced parents, it is very rare that both parents, like mom, stepdad, and dad, all three of them rescued me for this return adventure, and I'm really grateful for them, and it just makes me laugh. It honestly cracks me up. I'm like, how in the world did that work out? So trains, planes, I would have taken a train from Montreal to Toronto, but so many people had the same plan, and all the tickets were sold out. So what an adventure. Yeah, wild. Oh my God, this has been quite the adventure. Surprisingly, I'm not physically tired. I'm more like emotionally unwell. But aside from that, I'm great. So to get out of Ottawa, I ended up flying to Toronto City Centre, which would be great if I lived in Toronto, which I don't. So my dad is so sweet, and he's come to pick me up and take me back to Pearson, which is the Toronto main airport, where my car is. So I figure I'll treat him to a burger and a beer, and then I'll go on my way. And honestly, I met the sweetest flight attendant on that flight. She's like, you know what though? You've now had like the worst of the worst. So anything else better than this is better, you know? So think happy thoughts. Mexico was fucking awesome. And honestly, I would do it again. On that note, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Peace out, friends.